Welcome to the big show.
You know, one of the things that I'm most excited about with this next group that's coming in for the 2016 Middle School All-American Game is that these individual players will be able to follow in the footprints of players who played in the game in the past. Players who, prior to stepping onto a high school campus, have already collected offers from a college or university, scholarship offers, opportunities to attend a institution 5 years in advance of graduation. That lets us know that we're winning, lets us know that we're doing the right things. And we're not talking about, you know, your local colleges for a local kid. You know, we've had Arizona State, St. John's College, Missouri, Tennessee, Michigan, Central Michigan, Kentucky. We've had Maryland. We've had all the blue blood universities, all the blue chip schools, all the way down to your small universities and colleges, your Hamptons, your Howards, your JMUs, high major, low major, mid major, and everything in between have come to see, have come to show interest in the kids who our group have deemed to be the top players in their craft. Coming into this year, we have multiple players who we believe will achieve at that level, and in some cases beyond. We're not looking to create pros, though some of these children will be blessed with that opportunity, but we're looking to create educational opportunities. Imani Bates from Michigan will be joining us this year in 2016, who is one of the most impressive players that I've personally seen at such a young age. 6'4" combo guard who can flat out stroke the rock at age 12. They call him Durant 2.0. So this is one of the kids that we're very excited about seeing this year. Trey Patterson, who is already as a rising 2021 to be eighth grader, has had the opportunity and blessing to be offered by Mount Verde Academy, one of the top prep schools when it comes to basketball in the country. He is going to compete and potentially be what you would look at as the possible nation's #1 player going into high school. 6'9", multifaceted, can put the ball on the floor, and has a work ethic that's equal to his talent. So he'll be joining us this year. Ryan Conway out of Baltimore, who's a local product, came to me several years ago as a jump shooter. The kid could simply flat out stroke the ball from distance, and we worked with him and built his skill set, and he's added a tremendous amount of facets to his game, all based from that initial elite level skill set. And he's worked himself to be one of the top players in his class in the country. He'll be competing in the event as well. We have Elijah Fisher, who will be coming from Canada. He's a Roe Russell product. Roe Russell, who will be speaking at the camp this year, has produced and worked with and trained players such as Andrew Wiggins, some of Canada's top products, Tristan Thompson, who just won an NBA championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's one of the most well-documented trainers in Canada. And in speaking to him, he tells me that Elijah Fisher may be very well the best one out of them all. And he'll be joining us in the class of 2023. And again, you'll be able to hear from him directly at the camp. Cameron Gillis, another young and upcoming player out of Virginia, again, the class of 2023, is arguably one of the most skilled players at this age that you've seen. He's working on pro-level training going into the 6th grade. The things that he's doing and developing and will be able to hone over the years will place him in a position to be very successful at the next level. we'll have Sky Clark, Ramel Lloyd, and Paris Dawson all coming from the West Coast, California, because they see the value in what it is that we're doing, all in different classes. Paris Dawson has been one of the most complete and competitive guards in the country. He wants to come and test his ability against the best in the nation. Ramel Lloyd, who has been one of the best players on the West Coast, is coming out here to be certified as that top national prospect. And Sky Clark, who has recently kind of exploded onto the scene, competing with some of the top players who've come out to see him on the West Coast, again will be coming east to show that there's no East Coast, West Coast bias, that he's not a West Coast basketball player, that he's simply a great basketball player. And one of the players that I'm really excited about seeing is Bryce Griggs out of Texas. Bryce Griggs is one of the most decorated players. We've watched him multiple times in person and on tape, and each time it's been a pleasure to watch him. He's exciting, he's talented, and he plays the game the right way. He leaves everything on the floor. He's considered by many to be the best player in the country in the class of 2022. And certainly everybody will be coming to present an argument to that case. And beautiful thing is they'll get to prove it out on the floor. And finally, last, certainly not least, because we have so many players. We have 72 players that are coming from over 17 different states, plus Canada. Jaden Bradley out of North Carolina received the nickname Little Penny. Reminds us of a young Anthony Hardaway with his skill set and the things that he's able to do. Duncan Powell, rated the #1 player in Texas, 6'7" postman, great feet, coming a long way again to battle against the best. So we have guards, we have bigs, we have wings, but over the years, those players who have joined us, consequently, roughly about 70% of them transition into your ESPN, Rivals, Scouts, top 100 rankings. 70% will never be 100, but 70% if we're able to identify those players early and they transition to the high school level. A gentleman by the name of Clark Francis, who has been watching, scouting, and analyzing the game for over 2 decades, wrote a book, and it's available online via ebook, that states that the top 250 players each year will be the players that the Division I schools actually go after and that will receive those scholarships. So those are the type of positions that we're attempting to put players like I just mentioned in, and there's so many more that I could name. Don't want to slight anyone, but come out, join us, see for yourself. We'll be tipping off at 5:45 on August 26th at St. John's College High School in Chevy Chase, D.C. See for yourself. You will be seeing, without question, some of the most talented basketball players in the world.